Hey guys, can you see? This is the iPhone 16 Pro, okay? And in my opinion, it's a much better buy than the iPhone 17 and 17 Pro. And I'm gonna explain why, okay? Because some of you might think, okay, the iPhone 17 Pro is better, it's newer, right? It has more specs. But in reality, it's not like that. The iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max just make much more sense in 2026. And I'm gonna explain why. As you can see, the design is just so much better, okay? I think at least like 80% of people I talk to prefer this old design with the titanium. It's much more premium. I did have the iPhone 17 Pro, okay, so I'm comparing to something that I used. But let's talk about the screen. The screen, as you guys can see, it's very good, okay. I didn't think the bezels could get any smaller, but they just got so small at the point that it's just like it's perfect. Honestly, I don't think if the bezels got smaller it would be too much, okay, it would like interfere with the use, but these bezels is just perfect, okay. It's plenty bright, okay. No issues there. The resolution is great, 120 hertz. Basically, compared to the 15 Pro, is basically slightly smaller bezels and brighter. And compared to the 17 Pro, there's no difference. It's not worth it, okay? The screen on the 17 Pro is basically the same. I couldn't tell the difference with the new special coating that they put, anti-reflective coating on the iPhone 17 Pro. If it's better, it's maybe like 10-15% better, which I honestly didn't even notice. The sound is honestly one of the best smartphone sounds I've ever heard. It's almost perfect, okay? Is amazing, the sound, okay. The only phone that's the same level or slightly better is the Sony Xperia 1 Mark V that I tested a couple of years ago. The processor is super fast, okay, just like the iPhone 17 Pro, almost no change, no slowdowns, no heat, nothing. As you guys can see, I can actually use more than one camera at a time for recording video, okay. Oh wow, how? Well, this is a feature that Apple had in partnership with Double Take, an app that Filmic created a couple of years ago when the iPhone 11 Pro Max was released, and it works, and it's, you know, it works perfectly on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now let's talk about the selfie cameras. The first photo was the iPhone 17 Pro Max, okay? And now with the 16 Pro Max. That's with the new selfie camera on the iPhone 17 Pro Max and with the 16 Pro Max. Can you see a big difference? Honestly, I can't, okay? It's slightly better, but not much. Especially because the iPhone 17 Pro Max takes selfie photos in standard 7 megapixels. So like, is it better? Yes. But is it night and day like Apple started making it look like? Not really. As you guys can see, some of those photos I took with the iPhone 16 Pro, and they look amazing. You know, just amazing. It has a main 48 megapixels camera. It's the same exact sensor on the that's present on the iPhone 17 Pro. Maybe like slight difference on aperture. The ultra wide camera is the same one on the iPhone 17 Pro, and the zoom camera is actually 5x optical zoom, and the sensor is slightly smaller, like 30% smaller compared to the iPhone 17 Pro, but it's 12 megapixels instead of 48, which means that this phone actually in low light is better compared to the iPhone 17 Pro with the zoom camera. Why? Because the pixels are bigger, because you have less megapixels, okay? The pixel size, basically. It's hard to explain, but that's the basic one. And look at those photos I took on my trip. They look great. I mean, they look amazing. You have basically almost all the features that you have on the iPhone 17 Pro. 4K, 120 frames per second, log video, you know. Basically, like, the only thing that I don't like, the 4K is only present on the main camera. And the same thing on the iPhone 17 Pro. It's not present on the zoom cameras at all. None of the iPhones, even the 17 Pro, which is annoying. But still, look at this. This is amazing, okay? Let's look at another picture that I took right now. That's a selfie photo, okay? And low light. Come on. Why do you need so much better than this? The iPhone 17 Pro is just a gimmick, honestly, the selfie camera. Unless you really need the difference as different like orientation, that's it. You don't. Unless you really do, then you get it. But basically, and why is it a downgrade, in my opinion, the cameras on the iPhone 17 Pro? Because I tested the iPhone 17 Pro, and you cannot anymore take portrait mode photos with night mode, basically. So on the iPhone 16 Pro, you can. So when you take a portrait mode photo at night, the night mode activates, which means you get a much better photo, because it does the stacking of photos, different photos, whatever it is, and the quality is so much better. But not on the iPhone 17 Pro. They deactivated this mode, so you don't have that option anymore. It's even on Apple's website, which I criticized on the iPhone 17 Pro review. So basically, when I compared, I found out that the photos on my iPhone 16 Pro, the zoom photos at night on portrait mode, are better than the iPhone 17 Pro. Is it crazy? Not really. It makes sense after all I'm saying, especially after Apple took out this mode from the iPhone 17 Pro. As you guys can see, I took this macro mode photo on 48 megapixels. Looks great. So basically, Apple took some features away from the iPhone 17 Pro that were actually very important, especially if you like taking photos at night with your zoom camera in portrait mode, okay? And the zoom camera in general on the iPhone 17 Pro is not that great, honestly. We have brands like Oppo, Vivo and whatever doing so much better zoom cameras. I've tested over 25 smartphones in 2025, okay? And of those, all of those, including this 25 Ultra, Oppo Find X8 Ultra, iPhone 17 Pro, whatever, and the iPhone 16 Pro, the best cameras like the iPhone 16 Pro would be like in the top 5, the number 5. I actually think the 16 Pro has better cameras than the S25 Ultra, which was a disappointment in my opinion, okay? But it's still better than the iPhone 17 Pro in cameras, okay? So yeah, honestly, I don't think it's worth it. I don't. So if you have a choice between upgrading to the iPhone 17 Pro from 15 Pro or 16 Pro, don't do it, because it's going to be a downgrade in some areas, and the only upgrades are the slightly faster charging, which is 40 watts, and the just slightly better screen, like brighter screen, and the slightly better selfie camera, and the slightly better processor. It's not worth it, okay? Just don't. And if you have an older iPhone, go to the 16 Pro. You'll save money, okay? Save money that you can spend in other things. Money is important, okay? Value your work, value your money, get something. Don't fall to the consumerism, okay, that you have. Wait for the 18 Pro then, or just buy the iPhone 16 Pro, which is one of the best iPhones Apple ever made, okay? Skip the 17 Pro.